Do.
You're following other vehicles in fog. You have your headlights on dipped beam.
What else can you do to reduce the chances of being in a collision?
Keep close to the vehicle in front. Use main beam instead of dipped headlights. Keep up with the faster vehicles. Keep a safe distance from the vehicle in front.
Correct. When it's foggy, use your headlights on dipped beam. This will help you see, and be seen by other road users. If visibility is seriously reduced, consider using front and rear fog lights if you have them. Keep to a sensible speed and don't follow the vehicle in front too closely. If the road is wet and slippery, you'll need to allow twice the normal stopping distance.
How should you use anti-lock brakes when you need to stop in an emergency?
Keep pumping the foot brake to prevent skidding. Brake normally but grip the steering wheel tightly.
Brake promptly and firmly until you've stopped.
Apply the parking brake to reduce the stopping distance.
Correct. If you have ABS and need to stop in an emergency, keep your foot firmly on the brake pedal until the vehicle has stopped. When the ABS operates, you may hear a grating sound and feel vibration through the brake pedal. This is normal and you should maintain pressure on the brake pedal until the vehicle stops. Northern Ireland exempt.
You lose control of your car and damage a garden wall.
What must you do if the property owner isn't available?
Report the incident to the police within 24 hours. Go back to tell the house owner the next day. Report the incident to your insurance company when you get home. Find someone in the area to tell them about it immediately.
Correct. If the property owner isn't available at the time, you must inform the police about the incident. This should be done as soon as possible, and in any case within 24 hours.
When should you use your vehicle's horn? To alert others to your presence. To allow you right of way. To greet other road users. To signal your annoyance.
Correct. You mustn't use your vehicle's horn between 11:30 p.m. and 7 a.m. in a built-up area or when you're stationary, unless a moving vehicle poses a danger. Its function is to alert other road users to your presence.
Which sign means there's a double bend ahead?
Correct. Triangular signs give you a warning of hazards ahead. They're there to give you time to prepare for the hazard, for example, by adjusting your speed.
What does this sign mean? Multi-exit roundabout.
Risk of ice.
6 roads converge. Place of historical interest.
Correct. It will take up to 10 times longer to stop when it's icy. Where there's a risk of icy conditions, you need to be aware of this and take extra care. If you think the road may be icy, don't brake or steer harshly, as your tires could lose their grip on the road.
There's been a collision. How can you help a driver who's suffering from shock? Give them a drink. Reassure them confidently. Ask who caused the incident. Offer them a cigarette.
Correct. A casualty suffering from shock may have injuries that aren't immediately obvious. Call the emergency services, then stay with the person in shock, offering reassurance until the experts arrive.
Your vehicle has broken down on a motorway.
In which direction should you walk to find the nearest emergency telephone?
With the traffic flow. Facing oncoming traffic. In the direction shown on the marker posts. In the direction of the nearest exit.
Correct. Along the hard shoulder there are marker posts at 100-meter intervals. These will direct you to the nearest emergency telephone.
If you're involved in a collision, what will reduce the risk of neck injury?
An air-sprung seat, anti-lock brakes, a collapsible steering wheel, a properly adjusted head restraint.
Correct. If you're involved in a collision, head restraints will reduce the risk of neck injury. They must be properly adjusted. Make sure they aren't positioned too low. In a crash, this could cause damage to the neck.
What should the driver of the car approaching the crossing do? Continue at the same speed. Sound the horn.
Drive through quickly.
Slow down and get ready to stop.
Correct. Look well ahead to see whether any hazards are developing. This will give you more time to deal with them in the correct way. The man in the picture is clearly intending to cross the road. You should be traveling at a speed that allows you to check your mirror, slow down and stop in good time. You shouldn't have to brake harshly.
What should you do when you're using a contraflow system? Choose an appropriate lane in good time.
Switch lanes to make better progress.
Increase speed to get through the contraflow more quickly.
Follow other motorists closely to avoid long queues.
Correct. In a contraflow system, you'll be traveling close to oncoming traffic and sometimes in narrow lanes. You should get into the correct lane in good time, obey any temporary speed limit signs and keep a safe separation distance from the vehicle ahead.
You're driving past parked cars. What should you do if you see a bicycle wheel sticking out between the cars? Accelerate past quickly, and sound your horn. Slow down and wave the cyclist across.
Brake sharply and flash your headlights.
Slow down and be prepared to stop for a cyclist.
Correct. Scan the road as you drive. Try to anticipate hazards by being aware of the places where they're likely to occur. You'll then be able to react in good time.
Your vehicle has broken down on a motorway.
What should you do if you aren't able to get onto the hard shoulder?
Switch on your hazard warning lights. Stop the traffic behind and ask for help. Attempt to repair your vehicle quickly. Stand behind your vehicle to warn others.
Correct. If you can't get your vehicle onto the hard shoulder, use your hazard warning lights to warn others. Leave your vehicle only when you can safely get clear of the carriageway. Don't try to repair the vehicle or attempt to place any warning device on the carriageway.
What does this sign mean? Low bridge ahead. Tunnel ahead. Ancient monument ahead. Traffic danger spot ahead.
Correct. When approaching a tunnel, switch on your dipped headlights. Be aware that your eyes might need to adjust to the sudden darkness. You may need to reduce your speed.
Why should you reduce your speed here? A staggered junction is ahead. A low bridge is ahead. The road surface changes ahead. The road narrows ahead.
Correct. Traffic could be turning off or pulling out ahead of you, to the left or right. Vehicles turning left will be slowing down before the junction, and any vehicles turning right may have to stop to allow oncoming traffic to clear. Be prepared for this, as you might have to slow down or stop behind them.